I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to Complete Trader Academy's Daily Review. Today is Friday, July 21, 2023. So we got this indecisive candle here. Still a great day on this small indecisive volume day if you know what you're doing. So obviously you had the high in mind, but also might not make it, and it is the end of the week. So obviously Friday we want it to be bullish, but we've been going up for a lot, and also you expect a retracement in the weekly candle because it's a candlestick on the weekly. So Friday will kind of bring it down and retrace a little bit, maybe 20% or whatever. But the logic is you're thinking like this. But as you see here, looks like we're probably going to get heavy. I don't know, but let's go into a smaller time frame. These time frames aren't really helping. So let's go into here at this is the 5 minute here. Price opens up, gaps, and then comes up. I'm going to shrink this a little bit more. So it comes up here, makes this high in London. Obviously, I'm sleeping. Then comes down here in pre-New York, takes out this liquidity, stays in here, right? And then it doesn't take this out, generally looking for a buy here. Obviously, I'm not even involved yet. Price shoots all the way up, comes up to where? See how it takes out this liquidity here? This liquidity. So we're up here, and now it's like becoming 9 o'clock, right? So the logic is this. Now I saw this beautiful sell, and I was like, man, I need to take this. But I was like, you know what? Let this thing do its thing. Let it wait and show itself. So, but I wanted to take this out, should have. And I saw it, and I was like, man, take it. But I didn't. It's all good because I know I'm going to catch the next move. That's the whole logic here. But because we took care of some liquidity here, we don't need this high to be taken out. Okay, so yes, it's on my radar, but this is more reliable for me. I see that, so now we're going to take sells, and not saying we're taking sells to come under here or here, but we're coming sells to come lower. Okay, so now that we have that logic, I'm actually going to go into a smaller time frame, so this actually helps. But let's go into I'm just going to go in a 30-second because actually how I viewed the market today anyway. But so now we're up here at 9 o'clock here and 9:12, whatever. I see this little pattern sell, and I don't expect to come up here, but just in case it does, I don't do nothing. But beautiful entry would have been, and then price comes down. So look over here. So price comes down here. You can't really see it here. Let me change this 15-minute into I think a 5 might be good. Yeah, so just take a look at this price action here. So we came up, we dropped down. So we dropped down, now it's 9:30, right? 9:30 open, and we make equal lows right here, which not to trust, but I thought they were going to be slick and kind of push it all the way up first. Because if they were going to push it all the way up, I was going to buy up to here and then try to sell. So I took this trade. I was up over $1,000 or something, and then it started creating this here, and I was like, shit, this was a sell. So I'm out, right? Get out of the trade, sinks down. Where does it come? Comes for liquidity. So it comes right here, obviously there. And then we have that liquidity there that I was mentioning here. And then if I zoom out, forget the colors, and then you got that liquidity piece right there. See that? And obviously that too. And you have this imbalance. So check this out. So you have this imbalance as well. Let me go back to a 15-minute over here. And you'll see here that we come right to 50% of this imbalance. Beautifully, right there. I don't even have to, I didn't even need to use a fib or anything to see where 50% is. I eyeball that, right? Also, you're in this, I know this looks crazy, but you got this little inversion imbalance right here. So if I squinch it out, hopefully you can still see this. I want to make this video short, I gotta go. But see how we tap right in, and we tap right in right here, and then look to the left there. You'll see that we are right inside of that. Beautiful. All right, so I look for these things. Perfect buy opportunity for two options. Either I'm going to come up and take out this high up here, because it's a liquidity game. You got to understand. That's why a lot of people are confused, because they don't understand the flow of that. Yes, structure is important, but also at the same time, and as we can kind of technically consolidate it today, but beautiful ranges, and you got to look for where the liquidity is, where they're shaking people out. That's the whole point here. So when it gets ugly, that's really what they're doing, right? That's why you don't see perfect higher highs and higher lows. But in general, if I'm taking this buy here, because we took liquidity, it didn't do it never really took liquidity yet. So this was probable, came down, and then where am I buying to? Well, I'm either taking out that high there on the 15, or we're blasting through this, right? These are my options. So let's go look back on this time frame here, and you'll see, forget all this to the right now. You'll see we drop down, come up, retrace right back into, I'm in a high probability zone already. Comes back into a signature here, and what I look for, beautiful buys, ended up putting a position here and a position here when it came back in here, and then I think it settled me somewhere here. I'll show you the trade in a second. And then where are my targets? Well, I have this target as a high, and then that target as a high. So price, I hold, price comes and takes out that liquidity right there. Beautiful. And then I happen to be out of this trade. Now, I was going to hold it, but I didn't know if they were going to take that out. I thought they would take this out and then maybe come down, because I'm really looking for also a sell. I'm looking for a sell at the end of the day, because I know they're going to disrupt. Look how long this took, right? And well, you see it pop up here, right? You see how it tags it, and then look, comes all the way down. And so I was trying to catch this, right? And then I ended up getting on the phone. I got a lot of wedding stuff going on, so I'm talking to people out of state and just playing all types of shit, and it just threw me off and wasn't focused. Now I saw this. Now I was like, fuck, I was on the phone call and I missed this. And then this popped up right here, tags that little high right there, and then sank off. And my intention was to end the day by saying, okay, well, we already came up here. I thought this was not in the picture anymore as far as taking out that other main high, because I know we need to retrace, and it's already this time of the day. It's like past 2 o'clock and blah, blah, blah. So don't get me wrong. It could have went up, and that's another reason why I didn't really mess with it. But I saw this and wanted this, and sure enough, panned out, and I missed it. By the time I missed it, it was just in an area that I just didn't want to take the chance. And I didn't want to be involved because I didn't get my so-called ego entry, right? For me, that's the way I operate. I want a best entry type of thing, right? And I leave it alone if I don't got it. But damn, on the phone, and I missed it. And sure, let me actually squinch this up a little bit. And then my intention here, because look, now that we're here, what have we accomplished? We took out liquidity on the top side. We don't need this high. They've done their job. They've wiped out everybody in the day selling, guaranteed. That's wiped out. What have they not done yet? All right, ask yourself these questions. What have they not done yet? Where's the pool? Where's the money at? So this is what I try to explain in every video. Technically, maybe I don't do a good job of doing it. Who knows? But the intention of when I would take this sell would be definitely to take out this low, and preferably get into this area somewhere. If it's below here, okay, perfect. If not, what's my next piece that I'm attacking down here? Well, you got that low here. This is where I entered. So everybody and their mother probably entered here, and the algorithm knows that, right? And this is the AM session still. So they've wiped out the AM in the early AM, and then they built liquidity down here. So, and then they come to take it out where? Again, that high, I'm sorry, low, that low, that low, that low. These are all entry areas. And you're underneath the open. Okay. You want to end the day by wiping out the day. How do you wipe out the day and exhaust everybody? And who's left? The only people left in this day is people who are selling, right? Unless they're holding this, and I doubt that, right? So only people left in the day, if they're holding or selling, guaranteed. Now, but what's the logic? Logic is they're going to come wipe out all these people that were buying. So at the end of the day, this day becomes a wash, and that's just the way it flows. Long story short, it took out that low right there and did not take out these lows. So this would have been like a minimum target to take your profit here. If you want to try to hold this, that'd be foolish. You don't need to. You got all this fucking profit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need that. Here, let's show the trade. So this was the trade. I ended up taking it out right here. So I wanted to reach this, right? And when it came up like this here, and then it started playing around, I was out. Took the money, same level that it pretty much was. It's Friday, and I had a hell of shit to do. So it just happened to work out that way. So took the buy here. First entry was here, and then the second one was here. But when I added two positions, first started with 4 contracts, and the next one was 4 contracts, it moves obviously my entry bar here. So I really got entered here, but whatever. So holding it. When it retraced back down to here, I wasn't scared. I didn't get out. I didn't take partials either. Why? I was very confident in these highs. This one at the least, because that's where liquidity is. This is where the 9:30 open sort of area sold from, right? So this was 9 o'clock over here, pre 9:30 open. But yeah, look at this beautiful sell down, beautiful buy up, and again got out right here, and then it did tag here. Finally, it's hard to try to screenshot the result. I'm usually so focused on exiting and all this bullshit. Anyway, don't need to show you every trade that I do every day, but I'll show you some. This was worth it, but I'm really pissed at that sell. I didn't catch it. I was waiting actually for it after it hit this high. I was like, this is a big opportunity for a sell. And look at this big, beautiful, another $5 right here in my case. So anyways, not worried about it, man. I was doing shit, but this is where we closed here. So everybody's fucking wiped out. Pretty much everybody's wiped out, right? So where do we go from here? Obviously, if we start getting out of this range, we got to get out of this range first, right? So higher or lower from this range, that will kind of like let you know where we're going. So I honestly, both sides are still in the picture, but I still like it to kind of mosey on its way down. I mean, that's just my opinion. We've done enough on the top side. There's not much left unless they want to wipe people out one more time before they come down. Who knows? But also look at the another reason for this buy too is that, I mean, besides giving you all the beautiful reasons, even if this was like a high and then a higher low, you should take this buy only because either you're going to make a higher high or you're going to make a lower high. If it never breaks these highs here, then you're going to retrace and wipe out everybody. So let me go back into this chart. No colors. When this is coming down, you can at least guarantee that you're going to come up here. This is why this would have been good to take the profit. But I was very confident in taking out these liquidities. So yeah, should have partial, but that's okay. But the point is that if it sold and made a lower low, even if this was a lower low, fuck structure. We're not even sure which one is it really happening. But these ideas, if it all sold from here, they're going to retrace and take out people who are selling. So then they can continue coming down, right? Even if it didn't come up above these highs. So this is how I flow. This is how the logic. Hope this helps. Help you have a good week. Take care and God bless.